Race 1, Bandit, start heading out. Eric, Steve, and Nathaniel. And we'll get drivers out of race 8. Second heat is 13.5. Sprint, that is. And 2 of them out here.
Two minutes to the start of the race. Steve Crawford. Nathaniel Shriver. 1 minute to the start of the race. "45 seconds to the start of the race. Eric Shriver.
All right. Got drivers checked in. Got marshals.
To the start of the
Line them up. Eric, Steve, and Nathaniel.
"15 seconds to the start of the race.
All right. Go ahead and roll them off. Off and underway. Race 1. Our Bandits on the track. Running how they started so far here. Eric up front with a 6-7, fast lap of the race. Steven the 2, Nathaniel 3. Five laps down, 20 left to go. Eric now a 2-second gap on Steve and 10 seconds over to Nathaniel.
That first number.
Ten laps down and 15 to go. Eric now stretching out 4 seconds up on Steve. Steve got 17 on Nathaniel. Nathaniel running his best lap though, 8.6 last time by. Leader across the line now. So running 6.7s and 6.8s. Steve that time by a 7-1, his best lap. Oh, getting together there. Eric waits up on him. Watch it in 1. Clear. 5 laps to go. Steve now getting a 7-0, his best lap. Oh, trouble at the end of the straightaway. White flag. Eric on his last lap.
Eric Shriver done.
All right, cross the line, you'll be done.
All drivers are finished. Nathaniel Shriver done.
Eric taking that one. Steve 2, Nathaniel 3. All right, we'll get 2 of them back out to Marshall for race 2 slash. This one's Victor, Mike, Arlen, Matthew, Norman, Tom.
Matthew Schroeder. 2 minutes to the start of the race. Arlen Simon. Mike Kraft Jr. Tom Walker. Norm Donaldson.
All right, just waiting on Victor.
One minute to the start of the race. "45 seconds to the start of the race. Victor Berger.
All right, it's going to be
30 seconds to
Victor,
the start of
Mike,
the
Arlen,
race.
Matthew, Norman, Tom. Roll them off. All right, off and underway. Our slash heat is off and underway here. Victor Berger leading him around. Mike Kraft Jr. in the 2 spot. Those two putting a little bit of a gap on Arlen. Norman in the 4th spot. Matthew 5. Tom 6. Rest of the pack is pretty tight. Oh, a little trouble for Mike there now. Arlen closing into the back door. All right, coming up on halfway in. Victor is still running up front with a 2.8 lead on Mike. Mike 2.5 on Arlen, 1.5 to Norm, 2.5 to Tom, and 1 second to Matthew. It's Victor, Mike, Arlen, Norm, Tom, and Matthew. 6-6 for Mike that time by his best lap. Victor, though, still holding on to hot lap of the race with 5 laps to go. White flag, Victor on his last lap.
Victor Berger done.
All right, Victor's done. Everybody else cross the line, you'll be done.
Matthew Schroeder done. Arlen Simon done. Norm Donaldson done. All drivers are finished.
Victor taking it.
Tom
Mike
Walker
2,
done.
Arlen 3, Norm 4, Tom 5, Matthew 6. Get 2 of them back out to Marshall for race 3, BL2S.
C4. 2 minutes to the start of the race. Tim Gillum, Fred Thompson, Corey Handler, Anthony DiMartino.
All right, just waiting on a couple marshals. Thanks, Tom. We'll get, there we go, Victor. Thanks. Fred, Corey, Charlie, Anthony, and Tim. All right. Don't sort yourselves out.
1 minute
Start in
to
that
the
order
start of
and
the
roll them
race.
off. Charlie, you're third. Just bring him back around. I didn't like how that looked. Just go another lap.
45 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, off and underway. Race 3, BL2S. Corey and Charlie battling it out for that number 2 spot, coming across the start-finish line. 7-2 though for Fred, gonna be fast lap of the race so far. Corey and Charlie both running 7.2s, getting their best laps in. Oh, trouble coming out of 4, high out of 4. That's clear. Now watch on the front straight, high on the front straight. That's clear. Fred still up front in the number 5. Number 5, orange and blue. Oh no, Fred's the number 9. 15 laps to go. So Fred, your leader in the number 9, red and blue. Corey in the 2 spot with the 04. Charlie with the 4. Anthony in the 5 and Tim in the yellow. But Fred still your leader. Coming into 3 and out of 4 down the front straightaway. Corey coming by the front straight now, and Charlie crossing the line. So top 3 still on the same lap. 10 laps left to go. . Fred running 7 flat that time by his best lap. But Corey having fast lap of the race, a 6.9. Charlie also had a 7.0 on lap 7. Anthony's best a 7.3 and Tim a 7.5. 5 laps to go. Corey on his last lap. Down the back straightaway. And across the line. Everybody, you'll be done as you cross.
Fred Thompson done. Anthony DiMartino done. All drivers are finished.
Oh, so it looks like Fred had some trouble. Corey ends up taking it. Fred 2, Charlie 3, Anthony 4, Tim 5. Get 2 of them out to Marshall for race 4, street stock.
Norm Donaldson, Mike Kraft Jr., David Johnson. 2 minutes to the start of the race. Arlen Simon. Mike Kraft Sr., Matthew Schroeder, Robert Summers. One minute to the start of the race. Brandon Schrout. 45 seconds to the start of the race. Seconds to the start of the race.
All right. Next time by, line them up, line them up. It'll be Mike, Brandon, Robert, Mike Sr., Arlen, Matthew, David, and Norm. Roll them off.
15 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, off and underway. Race 4, street stock on the track. Whoa! I think he lost steering. That was weird. Alright, well, Brandon Schrout moving up to the top. Robert in the 2, Mike Sr. 3, Arlen, Mike Sr. in the 3, Arlen 4, David 5, Mike Jr. in the 6, Matthew 7, and Norm 8. Brandon still your leader in the white and purple Down the back he goes. Robert in the 2 spot now. Robert got that white and blue. Mike Jr. in the 3 now. Back up after having a little bit of trouble with his steering. Robert running his best lap, a 6.9 that time by. Mike Jr. though, fast lap of the race, a 6.7. And Brandon a 6.8 running up front. Now battle for second. Mike down the inside of Robert. And then you got Arlen and Mike Sr. having a battle for 4th place. And they're coming down the front straight now. 5 laps to go. Whoa, watch it on the back, watch it on the back. Trouble for your leaders. Brandon going to get the worst out of that one. Mike Jr. now back up to the top. Had some trouble early on, but he's able to get back up there to the front of the pack. White flag. All right, cross the line. You'll be done.
Mike Kraft Jr. done. Brandon Shrout done. Mike Kraft Sr. done. Arlen Simon done.
All right, that's a race. Everybody's done.
Matthew Schroeder done.
Mike
David
Kraft
Johnson
Jr.
done.
taking that one, followed
All
by
drivers
Brandon,
are
Robert,
finished.
Mike Sr.,
Norm Donaldson done.
Arlen, David, Norman, Matthew. Get 2 of them back out for race 5, SC Mod Light.
Two minutes to the start of the race. Steve Crawford. Drake Gilbreth. Lewis Harden. Jim Gilbreth. Tony Keithley. Robert Summers. One minute to the start of the race.
Okay. It's Steve, Robert, Lewis, Tony, Drake, and Jim. Roll them off.
45 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, restart. All right, get ready to be, roll them off. Off and underway. Trouble on the back, watch it on the back. It's clear. Got Steve Crawford up front. Tony in the 2, Drake 3, Lewis 4, Jim 5, Robert 6. Your leader in that white and red. Down the back straightaway he goes. Tony is able to move from the 4 up to the 2 spot. Running 1.7 behind your leader. And Drake moving up to that 3 spot. Robert 4, Jim 5. Lewis having some trouble. Steve and Tony now pretty close here. 5/10 apart last time by. It got Robert in between them. Thanks, Robert. Oh, now Tony bouncing on the pipe there. And turn 4, going to give Steve some more breathing room.
I'm just like not gonna have dinner. You left it on.
It's always on. What? Yeah, I mean, I pretty much never get to eat whenever I come here. It's not like we get a dinner break or something. I mean, like other jobs. 5 laps to go. Steve, Tony, Drake, Robert, Jim, and Lewis.
Steve Crawford done. Tony Keithley done. Robert Summers done.
All right, everybody's done.
All drivers are finished.
Steve
Drake
taking that,
Gilbert.
Tony 2, Robert 3, Drake 4, Jim 5, Lewis and Tom rounding out your order. 2 of them back out to Marshall for race 6, Losi and Midget. In the midgets, it's both of the Mikes and Sean, and then you got Matthew, Chuck, and Tim running Losi.
Matthew Schroeder. Two minutes to the start of the race. Mike Kraft Jr. Sean Russell. Mike Kraft Sr.
Bro, why are they talking about hockey teams of that video? They're talking about
Tim Gillum.
Talking about what? Talking about buttery sausage. We're talking about buttery sausage. Look up buttery sausage.
Big Chuck Kleinhagen. 1 minute to the start of the race. "45 seconds to the start of the race.
All right. Line them up
30
this
seconds
time
to the
by.
start of the race.
It'll be Mike Kraft Jr. on the 1, Mike Kraft Sr. on the 2, and then Sean 3. And then for Losi, it's Matthew, Chuck, and Tim.
15 seconds to the start of the race.
Roll them off. Off and underway. Race 6. Whoa, trouble. That's clear. Now Shawno to the 2 spot, Mike Senior to the 3. But Matthew leading out Losi. Got Chuck in the 2 spot, Tim in the 3. Matthew ran a 6.7, hot lap of the race, following up with a 6.6. Chuck gonna be 3 seconds out in the 2 spot, and he's got 4.5 on Tim in the 3. Watch it in 3, watch it in 3, that's clear. In the midgets, you still got Mike Kraft Jr. leading it out. Sean in the 2, Mike Sr. in the 3. Watch 1 and 2, 1 and 2. Looks like Sean was some trouble there. Dropping like flies right now. Matthews got some trouble with his car as well. Half the field's still out there though. Mike Jr. up front, Mike Sr. in the 2. And then Tim will inherit the lead for Losi. So he's playing the long game there, making sure he keeps the car together. He's going to TQ Losi. And then you've got Mike Jr. still leading out the midget class. Mike Sr. in the 2 spot, 13 seconds out. And yeah, Matthew getting back out there. And Chuck is back out there as well. So all racers are back in this one. Trying to make it count before the mains.
Mike Kraft Jr.
All right,
done.
Mike finishing it up. Everybody else
Kraft
done as you
Jr.
cross.
Tim Gillum done. Sean Russell done.
All right.
Big Chuck Kleinhagen done.
That is a race. Everybody
All
is
drivers are
done.
finished. Matthew
Mike
Schroeder
Jr.
done.
going to take it for the midgets. Mike Sr. 2 and Sean 3. Tim will take the win for Losi. And then Matthew 2, Big Chuck 3. All right, we'll get 2 of them back out to Marshall for race 7. First heat of 13.5 sprint.
What?
Brian Erb. David Shore. Keith Myers. Brandon Schrout. 2 minutes to the start of the race. Eric Schriever. Bob Portwood.
Or maybe 13.5 sprint. Maybe 13.5. Yeah, no, I don't know. It's either open sprint or 13.5 sprint.
Oh, Sean Russell, you're in the second
1
heat
minute
now.
to the start of the race.
Too fast or too slow.
All right, now we just need Marshall on 1 and 2. We'll be good to go.
The race.
Thanks, bud.
30 seconds to the start of the race.
All right. Line them up this time by. It'll be Brian, Brandon, Eric, David, Keith, and Bob.
Bob.
15 seconds to the start of the race.
All right. Whoa there, Bob. You got brakes? All right. Roll them off. Off and underway. Race 7, first seed of 13.5 sprint. Eric making a pass on Brandon for that number 2 spot. Now Brandon powering down the inside, coming into turn 1, getting it back. And then it'll be David in the 4, Bob 5, Bob 5, and Keith 6. 5 laps down, 20 to go.
Go, Bob, go.
All right, still got Brian up front, Brandon in the 2, Eric 3, Bob up to the 4, David 5, and Keith 6. Now David getting back around Bob for that number 4 spot. Those two coming down the front straightaway. Keith also in that battle, so 4, 5, and 6 all close there. Top 3, though, going to be a little bit more separated out. 6-1 for Brian last time by. Fast stop of the race. Following it up with a 6-2. Oh, trouble for Bob now. Keith going to move up to the 5 spot. Trouble on the back. Watch it on the back. Low into 3. Low into 3. Low into 3 still. And clear. Eric and David now close for that number 3 spot. Oh, Eric with some trouble now. David going around for the 3. Oh, this is Brian, Brandon, David, Eric, Keith, and Bob. 5 laps to go. Oh, trouble for your number 2 car there. David going to make up some time. Not going to be too far back. Oh, and trouble for your leader. White flag. Brian on his last lap. He's coming down to the back. Into 3. Out of 4. Checkered flag.
Brian Erb done.
Cross the line. You'll be done.
Eric Schriever done. Keith Myers done.
Brandon hold on to second. David third.
All drivers are finished.
All right.
David Shore
It's
done.
Brian, Brandon, David, Eric, Keith, and Bob. Get 2 of them back out to Marshall for race 8. Second heat of 13.5 sprint.
Jason McLaren on. David Johnson. Sean Russell. Shane Schmidt. Michael L. 2 minutes to the start of the race. Tony Keithley.
What? You got an offer for the truck?
Yeah, 10K.
And that was more than you expected?
Yeah, I was going to sell for 1K. You said he'd give me 10K.
No.
Yeah. One of my friends was selling a car that I just happened to see it on Marketplace, and I messaged him saying, hey bro, best I can do is $8.
Lewis Harden.
He didn't say anything, and then he sold it, and I was like, bro, I was going to give you 10K.
posted your stuff yet? No. Why? You said you were gonna do it. That's
1 minute to the start of the race.
So put it up.
All right, everybody checked in. Make any final adjustments, and then we'll get them lined up.
45 seconds to the start of the race.
Oh my god. Oh yeah, he's fast.
Oh, watch it in one.
Watch it in
30 seconds to the start
Yeah,
of the
Shane,
race.
Jason, Sean, Tony, Michael, David, and Lewis. All right. Roll them off.
15 seconds to the start of the race.
They can start. That's his fault.
All right, we got Shane up front. Jason in the 2. Oh, trouble for Shane now. Jason going up to the lead. Shane in the 2 spot. Sean 3. Michael 4. Tony 5. David 6. Lewis 7. Watch out of 4. That's clear. 5 laps down. 20 left to go. Jason 7/10 up on Shane. Shane 1.5 on Sean. 2 seconds to Michael. 4.5 to David. Tony right there with David. And then 1.5 to Lewis. Now trouble for Tony. Lewis up to that 6th spot. All right, still got Jason up front. Gonna be that green and white. Oh, trouble for him. Now Shane gonna be right there. That battle for the lead, 0.8 of a second apart. Last time by. There's Jason, Shane, Sean, Michael, David, Lewis, and Tony. Jason now 2.3 up on Shane. 6 seconds back to Sean, 7.5 to Michael, half second to David, 11 back to Lewis, and 9.5 to Tony. 5 laps to go.
Come on, man.
White flag. Checker flag. Cross the line, you'll be done.
Tony Keithley done. Michael L. done. Shane Schmidt done.
That's a
Sean
race.
Russell done. Lewis Harden done.
Jason takes that one.
All
Shane
drivers
2.
are
Sean
finished.
3. David, Michael,
Johnson
Lewis,
done.
and Tony. Just so you know, Jason, you didn't get a 5-4. That was one of the times I had to hand count your lap. So.
And Brian.
So yeah, it was still a little spotty. Your signal strength a little bit lower than everyone else's. So.
And Brian Eric got TQ.
All right, that's it for the heats. Be setting up mains, doing track prep, and then we'll let you know when we're starting.